Mr. President, the National Bank is funding your opponent's campaign. What?
You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation. The National Bank against me. Vicious campaigning against me. I'm not the man my opponents make me out to be. Let me tell you the story of Andrew Jackson.
It all started with the election of 1824, or what I call the corrupt bargain. I was a great candidate, as always, capturing the hearts of the American people and their votes. I won both the popular vote and the electoral vote, but the Republicans ran 3 different candidates against me to split up the vote. I didn't get the majority I needed.
What? How could I, the great Andrew Jackson, lose? I won the Electoral College and the popular vote. Well, sir, it wasn't quite a majority, so they got sent to the House and they voted against you. What? I can't believe it. Me? Lose? Who chose to make me lose? Speaker of the House, Henry Clay. He used his influence to elect John Quincy Adams instead of you. Henry Clay, huh? I'll remember you. Henry Clay.
Being the great man that I was, I realized there was no way I, Andrew Jackson, would lose by running again. So I did exactly that. I ran again, destroying that Quincy Adams, winning by over 35% in the Electoral College.
The people have spoken. Andrew Jackson shall reign supreme.
I had finally done it. I had overtaken Adams and taken my rightful spot as president. But my time as president was filled with people out to get me, claiming I was corrupt. How dare they say such a thing? I hope you will understand. Next, my opponents criticized me for the spoil system. In it, I rewarded my most outspoken supporters with spots in my government.
Trust me, I am picking the best people for the job. While sure, some bad eggs get through, I am picking the most trustworthy people for the job. The people elected me leader of the country, and I am letting the people run the country as well. Every man is as good as his neighbor. Perhaps even equally as better. They know you deserve it. I can't believe they're criticizing me for putting my supporters in office. Especially you, Mr. Stortwout. Trust me, sir, you have put the port in good hands. Of course, Samuel, now I have more people in my administration to anger.
The wife of my Secretary of War was being harassed by the other spouses of my cabinet. Naturally, as the compassionate man that I am, recognized this and stuck up for her, remembering how my wife was treated.
All of you should be ashamed for your wives. Miss Eaton was unfairly attacked by them. I remember when my wife was attacked when we went to Washington. The stress and pain you're putting on them is horrendous. All of you need to end this harassment right now, or I'll end you.
Naturally, with my endless charisma, I only angered the entirety of my cabinet except Martin Van Buren. I know he will be a great man someday, perhaps even close to as great as me. Next, I shifted my attention to another one of many groups out to get me. Indians.
All of you. Yes, you. All of you are leaving. You're taking up land that can be used by my supporters, poor American farmers. You can't do that. It's unconstitutional. Try to. By the powers invested in me as Chief Justice of the United States, I deem you, Andrew Jackson, guilty of violating Indians' rights. Too bad. You're going anyway. What? You heard me. Go.
With another situation perfectly taken care of, I had one last vote of silence. The bank, the National Bank, was up for renewal. The man in charge, Nicholas Biddle, wanted me to renew it. However, I thought differently.
Biddle. You think you could just get away with running this bank like this? Another move, and I'll end you. Watch me. You'll soon realize why the bank is needed.
Biddle proceeded to fund my opponent, which leads us to present day.
What? That Clay! How dare he wrong me again? How dare that Biddle go against me? I'll let them know what happens to people who go against me. The bank is trying to kill me, but I will kill it. Sir, what would you like me to do? I want you to transfer all of my funds out of the National Bank and into State Bank. I don't want Biddle to do anything with it. But sir, you can't just destroy the National Bank without destroying the economy with it. I don't care. I want it done. My successor can deal with the damn. Okay, sir. I hope you now understand the many wrongs my opponents have forced on me as a president. I hope you know that I am not the man they make me out to be. I am Andrew Jackson.